Lord, will you please guide me through this video and help me make sure I don't make a fool of myself and do something really stupid? That way I don't have to worry about people making weird comments. I'm kind of new to this, so everybody get ready for your lives to be changed in ways you could never imagine. Now, I'm just having fun. Things can realistically things can change if you want them to change. I'm not seriously not whew, I'm not that far over the top. Basically, we all know. Well, most of us know that. For changes to happen in our lives, for things to happen, whether you're battling with alcohol or drugs or whatever, there's so many things that human beings do from A to Z around the world, and if there's something on your plate that's a concern, um, my intention is to offer my experiences and wisdom, hoping that somebody somewhere will get something out of it enough to make the way it works is strange, but like we want by nature we want big things to happen, like stop doing drugs and take the job that just different expectations of wonderful, amazing, big things to happen, but it doesn't have to be that way. That's not the way I see it. Like I don't have to be on here and motivated to make these enormous miracles in people's lives, and things that are just like you know um, people that just maybe don't have a desire and don't have the energy, or they're older, and they're like putting that effort and energy and everything into to what it takes to be a winner and to have your dreams come true, and just the list goes on. I mean, I could sit here all night and share, and just give information out. And for people who haven't seen me yet, um, uh, it's important for the person who's motivating you or giving you encouragement or whatever it may be, that they can identify with it, because my times in life gave me an opportunity for many additions to to my soul. One of them is compassion. When I went through what I went through in the last couple of years, I'm going to get into that details some other time or later, or direct you to another video that has that, because I can't keep telling that story over and over and over and over and over and over, because it'll keep kind of playing in my head. But anyway, I'm okay. Um, I'll take care of all that later. First, I want to say the video might not be that great because the lighting, I don't have studio lighting. I just started doing this and I just have a couple lamps in my living room and it's nighttime, but I'll work on that. Anyway, um, if I can offer, when I offer, whatever it may be, even if it's something minor, but it's something important to somebody, and that one person out of, say, the first, 200 people that view my videos, it makes a difference in their lives, it helps them, and that's just a beautiful reward. It really is. I don't care how big or small it is. If you got a piece of glass splinter in your foot, you can't get it out, and somewhere I give a tidbit of advice and I help you find a way to get it out, and you're happier than, I mean, you know what I mean? It's cool. I'm really excited right now. First off, let me cut to the chase, because I know that these videos can become, 5 terabytes in size. I'm just know that about me. I get a little enthusiastic sometimes and energy, but it's all good. The topic for this video tonight is going to be bringing joy to others. I don't mean a girl that works downtown at the strip joint named Joy or anything like that. Okay. Now, disclaimer: I don't know any Joys that are strippers. Okay. If you notice, I look to the side sometimes. I'm actually not trying to like get quiet or anything. I'm reading some notes I took for what I want to talk about, and I'm working on all this. My goal, one of my goals is in the next, I'm a busy man these days, so next couple months, 3 months, as I work on it, I want to have it set up where it's, almost like on TV. I mean, some kind of a prompt or a place to hang my notes up closer, or the lighting situation, my background. I'm gonna maybe get some flare, stuff like that. Um, bringing joy to others, um, it's very rewarding. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people. The world's big. There's people that know how to do that, and know about that. I mean, I'm not the inventor of all this stuff. This is just as I went through life and paid attention. My mom said I was always very observant and wisdom. This is just some notes on what things I've learned. Um, no, when I was a little boy, I don't know, 7 years old. I'll give you examples from my experiences. And even if you know of a few ways to do it, or every week you do the same thing for people all the time, there's just some other things that I like. So when I was a little boy, I'd pick a hibiscus flower. I lived in Florida, and I'd walk in my house and I'd give the flower to my mom. I always hid it behind my back, and I'd give her the flower. I think she knew when my arm was behind my back coming inside. She knew it was coming. But that really brightened my mom. She's got her ways in a good way, but something like that for her is good. So that's something small, brought joy. I mean, I really don't have to look at this, but I wrote it down in order. That's why I'm reading it in order. I can come off the top of my head with this stuff. It's just the way it worked. Anyway, it was fun when I used to visit my grandparents. I noticed how much joy they had. No, wait, was that joy to when I was coming in, or was that joy when I was leaving? No, it's just being, just existing in this world. When you go to your grandparents or your relatives if they're dead, or you see people that love you, and they see you, and it brings joy to their hearts. You know. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I put my spectacles on. I'm stubborn. I'll try reading without them and squinting and all that. And they're like right there. I'm like, oh, all right. I was usually a little vain about that. Uh, School companionship when we're young, junior high and high school. You might have somebody that's quiet or wants a friend, doesn't have a friend, or for whatever reason that they're kind of a little bit down about not having somebody to lean on or friends to talk to. Even if they're fine, you can still be a friend. But friends, good friends, even as adults, can bring joy to others. And if we do that a lot, but I don't know how many people don't think of that. They think, hey, what's up, man? How's it going, man? But then if you look at it another way, when you're being nice and kind and loving to people that are important to you, and you're giving that to them, that affection and that companionship, think of how it makes them feel. Think of what you just did for another human being. And that's what I hope to do in a bit of a grand scale. So it's really simple, but it really makes a difference how you approach it. Um, this is a long list. I don't think I'm going to do all this in this one video. I might have like a part two or something because other videos I want to make tonight. I'm going to pick out the key ones I like, and then I'll stop it at that because you're like, "Ooh, look, it's like I just think it didn't dawn on me before, but just like having your own TV station, TV, it really is. It's a picture tube. It's a screen, and you're broadcasting, and you can do stuff they do on TV. When I thought of it like that, oh my God, I almost couldn't stop laughing. Like, oh my God, I got my own TV show. Anyway, look, it may seem weird to you, and maybe you don't think of it like that, but the way my brain is wired, I get so bored over the years with the same stuff over and over and over. I had to invent ways, and that's kind of the way I look at the world. I look at it in my own unique way, and for some reason or another, when I want to laugh or come up with something that's just off the wall silly, and I'm not the only one who thinks it's funny because I've done that, and I do see other people laughing, so it's like what do you call it? A safety check of some sort. Like, okay, well, if they're laughing, but anybody, we're all capable. We have talents. Uh, Making someone laugh. I think I said something about that. A lot of us do that. We make other people laugh, and when someone makes you laugh, it's that laughter. Laughter's the key. Laughter is the best medicine, and a lot of this stuff centers around that concept of when somebody laughs, how they feel, like we feel when we laugh. So it's a gift. Uh, well, you can always, yeah. I put pet a cat. I love cats. I'm impartial. Okay, pet a cat because it's if you have a cat and you rub their tummy or their fur and when they start purring, they just lay there and you can see they're satisfied. It's just it's an animal, but it's still an animal. A cat, and it brings joy to the cat. You did that. You did that for your pet that you love. And same thing with a dog. Um, Same idea, but they wag their tail. So the cat meows, the dog wags its tail, and they're happy. But when the cat wags its tail, it's mad. And if they make a big question mark with their tail, I don't know, they're asking a question. And as far as laughter goes, I would say from my experience that there's not a great deal of people that make themselves laugh. I mean, maybe we laugh at ourselves. We laugh at ourselves, but to actually come up with something humorous and funny that just tickles yourself inside. It's joy. It's laughter. I should have called this one "Laughter the Best Medicine." Well, maybe my next one. Let's see. How much time am I? And I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to be like one of these guys that goes on there and rambles on for 10 minutes. There's a timer. No, I'm new. That's not too bad. A few more minutes. And by the way, you guys can leave any time. Whoever's out there that wants to be, like not every, this isn't for everybody, I know, but by all means, you go do whatever you like in there. Go watch Charlie Chaplin. Have you ever seen him? He was my idol when I was a little boy. Anyway, uh, so yeah, I mean, it's all good. I do the same thing. I float around YouTube. I hit people's videos, and it's cool and all that. But I'm onto something else. But if you want to stick around and listen, if you're interested, I guess it's like medicine. If you're supposed to take 200 milligrams of aspirin for a headache, and you only take 100 milligrams, then you ain't quite there yet. So it's up to you. But anyway, let me get going here. Let's see, paying it forward. Make yourself laugh. Hey, I mean yourself laugh. I come up with stuff sometimes. It's just fun. I just think of stuff. Like I'll look at a situation or a thing, or I'll look at something, and I'll figure something out that ends up seeming funny, and I just kind of like chuckle a little bit. People look at me like I'm ready for the straitjacket. Well, maybe I'm not. Let someone know they did a good job. I kind of talk about that. Praise your children. Praise your children. Children that don't get a lot of attention for praise, or they're loved and they're taken care of, but they don't get that like the motivation, not as intense as an adult level, but they get a really effective talk. And if you tell them about the future and look, be careful with this, and this is why, and just don't ever do this or that, it really, then that gives them fuel. That gives them fuel for later in life. Helps, you could save their life with the right words to our children at certain ages. And I'm like that with my son. I got my best son in the world. A dad can ask for, and I'm gonna maybe I'll do a little thing about him, sometime, whatever. And because I gave a lot of the spiel and the survival video information to my son, so he's got an advantage. Forgive somebody. That's kind of important. Yeah, if you did something by accident and it made somebody mad at you, I would feel bad. I would feel bad about it, and I wouldn't know how to apologize or how to do whatever. But if forgiving somebody is very powerful. It takes weight off your shoulders, and it takes weight off their shoulders. So if somebody cares about you, but they hurt you, and you're mad at them, try forgiving them and let them know it, and it'd be a good thing. Well, that's about it for now. Frankly, I'm tired of doing the bringing joy to others. There's so much stuff I want to just keep going in this, and I've made a decision. I'm going to work towards talking to a group of people. Just I don't think I'd be comfortable with like 500 people, but I was thinking about maybe going to the public library. They have a space downstairs, like a meeting hall or something, a room. So I might start there, and I won't charge them anything. It's a library. Let's do it for free first, and see where it goes. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start breaking down some of my videos into several smaller ones than one big one. I just thought about that. Like, well, everything I have to say, instead of making a 25-minute video, I can make a short one and have another title and all these things I want to say and share, all these ideas that are built up from years of experience. Some people go to YouTube and they do silly shit, silly. Well, it might be kids. Crap, whatever. they've heard it all anyway. So I have to think of it like that, like kind of not everything, the whole entire audience is in the same thing. Some people don't need to hear inspirational, motivational stuff. Some people might not like me. I don't understand why, but okay. So I'm getting better. I was telling earlier in another video, I'm newer at it. But my point is if you decide to start watching me a bit, and I'm not just because of what I think I am or who I think I am, but based on the reactions of people around me, all from all walks of life, director of the entire VA hospital up here. I met him. I mean, it's all how we, who we are and how we come off to people and our reputations. A lot of it is the way other people respond to us, the way people respond to me, the way they smile when I communicate, the way they understand what my needs are when I communicate them properly. I haven't always been like that. Sometimes my tongue goes way before my brain, but I'm learning. It's a learning process. So anyway, I like to start learning and end on a silly note. I have some props here. I wonder what props I have. Oh, I got a story, the lighter story. I'm gonna tell it in another video. I got a story that basically proved to me that there are beings, entities outside of our world, and it's kind of like I have proof. But well, I don't know. I don't do all that. I'm just gonna end with something else. Whatever you do in life, anywhere you go, when it's appropriate, try to have a little fun. It's worth it. I'll see you in the next video. Sweet dreams. Thanks for watching. How do I shut this thing off? Oh, it's over here.